Hello, everyone. I kind of want to jump on this call real quick or this reel, whatever you're watching it on, because I really want to talk about true identity. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. And so, what do I really mean by that? What I really mean by that is say you are presenting that you are helping other people gain calmness and clarity and all these different things, but you're not a calm person and clarity is really not your key factor in life, or your messaging is really unclear, then you're being inauthentic. And I state this in a most loving way, because what happens is a lot of people brand themselves to be this higher level version of themselves, which is amazing. Please do that. But then you also need to act like that in your everyday life. So I'm Bina. I have 3 beautiful children. They all are autistic and my house is chaotic, okay? And I do not deny that. But I'm also true to who I am, meaning that when I need to take a break, I take a break. When I have to put my kids first, I put my children first. I practice what I actually preach. Now, one thing I've been noticing more and more in the coaching space or in the wellness space is a lot of people think there's this kumbaya, I'm calm, have ashwagandha, have this, drink healthy milk, all these different things, right? But internally, they're causing a lot of havoc. They're causing a lot of turmoil. And when I say this, it's not like it might not be affecting them because they've blocked it off, but it's also just reminding yourself that when you are truly authentic to yourself, what you are portraying to other people is also what is actually happening in your home with your husband or spouse or brother or sister or mom or dad, whoever it is. But I also want people to remind themselves is that when you are not perfect, you are not perfect. And that is okay too. And for you to just sit there and be in your emotions. And it's really, as like the holidays are approaching, and I'm seeing a lot of coaches doing this. They're like, oh, let's whine about the holidays and let's do this and do that. That's amazing. And I really appreciate everyone that's doing that and helping with that. There's a lot of people in my community who is doing that. And here's the difference though. Everybody in my community is also doing the work. They're coming from a place of true authenticity. So it's just really understanding that if you are coming from a place of true authenticity, yourself, you got to learn who you are first. You got to learn what triggers you. You got to learn what buzzwords make you feel uncomfortable. You got to sit with that uncomfortability, okay? And when you're sitting in that uncomfortability, sorry, I can't pronounce that word, then your true authentic self shines, okay? And it's not this, hey, I'm uncomfortable, but I'm never going to talk about it, but I'm going to coach about being uncomfortable, and then you just don't experience your life experiences into it. I don't know. It's just bizarre to me. So what I really want to challenge everybody is to write down what is one thing that makes you uncomfortable. What is one thing that's going to make you be like, especially around the holidays, that's going to make you uncomfortable. For me, my family is my biggest trigger. I've never publicly stated this. I got people in my family who hate me to the core where they don't even say hi to me in public. It's as if I'm like an ant on the wall and somehow I'm the problem. So I know that's a trigger, but I'm not going to be but I'm also not going to show up in a world, or I'm not going to show up in a place if those people are around. Why? Because that's not inauthentic to who I am. Now, The flip side of things might be like, oh, get over it. You're this, you're doing that. Yeah, but that's not me. I'm over it. I'm done with it. But that doesn't mean I'm going to show up where these people are. So when we are in the holidays and we are being truly authentic to who we are, okay, I really want to remind people, surround yourself with people who are going to elevate you, who is going to see you for who you are, the good, the bad, and the ugly. People who are going to forgive you for being human. Okay? We all are going to make mistakes. All of us are going to say things that we may or may not see. But this is where a lot of that deep work comes in, right? I talk less and I listen more. Whereas like I hear a lot of people and I state what I have to state unapologetically. But what I'm also seeing in a lot of coaching containers is a lot of coaches haven't really done that deep work where their emotions overfilled their egos and then like they want to go one step higher. And that's just not really what we're about. If you're a coach, if you're a nurse coach out there and you want to do the deep work and really be truly authentic to who you are, you have to be very vulnerable with who you truly are. Who are you truly? Take away all the letters, take away all the family drama, take away, who your mom is, your dad is, who your best friend is. Take away everything and just your name. And even if you want to take your name away from you, just for a split second, to sit in silence, and to really state, who am I? And what am I here? What is my purpose of being here? What am I called to do? And you might not know that, and that's okay. But here's the trick with nurse coaches. Everybody has a greater power, or coaches in general. We all want to help, and we all want to succeed. But success doesn't just come with strategy and, oh, let me give you this blueprint, buy this shiny object syndrome. Success comes when we truly know who we are, what our triggers are, what we're able to tolerate, and do we have very strong boundaries? So think about that. And I would love to have a conversation with anyone that may feel indifferent about this because, hey, we all have our opinions. And also just to know that your voice matters. If you were to disagree with what I say, if you come up, that's okay too. I just want you to realize that you need to know your truth and stand by your truth. And you don't have to, just because you disagree with somebody, doesn't mean you have to be disrespectful to somebody. And I think a lot of times that's what is missing with a lot of high-level leaders, is that when they feel like they're being disrespected, they feel like they're just like, oh my God, I need to do this, and I need to do this, and then everyone becomes all this lawsuit-friendly shit. And it's just dumb, because those are the ones that have not done the work on themselves. Because you can be angry at somebody and still be the most loving person in the room. So that was just my 2 cents for the day. And happy Thursday.